Welcome back to another Chips and Gates video. In this lesson we'll be learning about the equals gate. Now the main way the equals gate is it sort of gets two values and compares them between each other. So we get the A value compares between the B value. So we get out a constant value, I don't know, we'll just set it to like 10 in this case. And we spawn down a button, and if we make this button value 1, on value 1, and we wire up to that A value to the constant value, and B value to the button, we turn on the button, this gate does not equal 1 because it's not equal to 10. If we make the button on value 10, then it does equal 1. That's literally how the gate works. It doesn't matter what value it is, just as long as this button here equals 10 and this this other value, value A in this case, equals 10 as well. I'll show you guys another example. So here what I've done is I've wired up an increment decrement gate to these two buttons, and this here shows the value of that increment decrement gate, and we'll wire equals gate to the increment decrement, the output of increment decrement, and we'll wire that so it equals 5 on the wire value there that I've got. So now if I raise the increment decrement, the equals gate will only be 1 once that equals 5. So if we raise it up to 5, you can see that the value is equal to 1 here because this equals 5. If we go over, it goes straight back to 0. So now we move on to the greater or equal to gate. It literally works exactly the same, but it outputs 1 when the value is any bit higher than the value that you set. So if we get a button, so to say, we'll make that value 5, and we wire that button to the greater or equal then, and we also make that the value 5, so it'll equal 1. If I wire that up, it'll equal 1 because the button is on 5, but if we raise the button to anything other than 5, so let's make it 20, it will still equal 1 because it's greater or equal than 5. But if it's anything less, it'll still equal 0. I'll show you guys another example. So here we have the exact same setup as before. We'll wire the greater or equal than gate to the increment decrement, and we'll also wire it to our value, which is in this case I'm using 5. It can be anything you want. This obviously shows the output of the increment decrement. So we raise the increment gate, and anything above 5, you see, this greater or equal than gate still equals 1. Whereas the other time, anything above 5, it was equals to 0. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial sort of series. Leave a like if you do, and I'll see you guys later.